came in 18-1. I've got a feeling this year's for me and you. So happy Christmas. I love you, baby. I can see a better time when all our dreams come true.
They got cars big as bars, they got rivers of gold, but the windows right through you, it's no place for the old. When you first took my hand on a cold Christmas Eve, you promised me Broadway was waiting for me. You were handsome,
You were pretty queen of New York City. When the band finished playing, they held out for more.
Sinatra was swinging, all the junk they were singing. We kissed on a corner, then danced through the night.
The boys of the NYPD choir were singing Go Away Babe, and the bells were ringing out for Christmas Day.
You're a bum, you're a punk,
You're an old slut and junk lying there almost dead on a drip in that bed.
you scumbag, you maggot, you cheap, lousy faggot. Happy Christmas, you're ours, I pray God it's our love.
The boys of the NYPD choir still singing Go Away Babe, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day. I could have been someone.
Well, so could anyone. You took my dreams from me when I first found you.
I kept them with me, babe. I put them with my own. Can't make it all alone. I built my dreams around you. The boys of the NYPD choir still singing Go Away Babe, and the bells are ringing out for Christmas Day.
Dear God, let this work this time. Huge thank you to our channel member, David Bone. Look like a fucking... What's this? Okay. I don't care that I'm being what looks like a little bit of a hipster. It's fucking freezing. So I've been wearing a hat like literally all day. So yeah. Like a hipster, but it's all good. Also, that was our tribute to Shane McGowan, by the way, who passed away today, sadly. So we thought we'd play a nice little tribute. What a fucking dick. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your... What day are we on today? It's a Thursday. Welcome to your Thursday flight night here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. And everyone knows what's coming next, so say it along with me in the chat. And I hope that you, yes you, except for you, because you're copying again, you are well. Okay, so. Let me show you what we're on today. Because many of us are used to flying, I'll rephrase that. Many of us are used to seeing the GE90 777. Different today. Let me show you. Hopefully it's not too noisy. It ain't that bad. Ta-da! There you go. Excuse me. We're on board this evening. The Boeing 777-200ER in the American Chrome livery, but we're with the Rolls-Royce Trent engines today, not the General Electric. And we've also got real sounds. So we don't sound like a 747 because we know what we're doing. Good times. We're at Miami Airport. We are excuse me. We're at Miami Airport today, and we are over to New Orleans today on flight number American 2355. Flight time tonight should take somewhere in the region of an hour and 46 minutes. It'll probably be a little less than that, which is absolutely fine. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to showing off the Rolls-Royce engines. Also, I got something else for you. Not right now, but coming up very, very soon to the flight sim. And at some point during the stream, I'm going to need you lot to pick the train route for tomorrow's train sim world flight. Oh, it's been a long day and my mind is frazzled and I'm not in the best of mood, so I just want to rattle somebody around the neck. Yeah, need you to pick tomorrow's train sim route. Route. Definitely route. That we are going to drive, not fly, drive tomorrow, which I'll put into a poll a little bit later. Let's jump into right. Train sim world flight, got to be on the highlights. We will have end of the year highlights, by the way, for the wonderful times we've had on the channel. Fear that might make one of them. Yeah, so we'll say hello to those that are in the chat this evening. Starting off with Dogwood, hello to you. Hope you are well. Then we also have Brandon, hello to you, who says, yeah, Train Sim World Flight, got to be on the highlights. Of course it's going to be. Oh, very nearly changed that then. I'm not playing it. I'm not going to play it. Jim, hello to you. Hope you're well. Not playing it anymore, so you'll be glad to hear that. But Wayne, hello to you. Hello to you, Dom, and before you even go anywhere near it, not playing old Shep. Who else have we got here? We got Lynn.
Show me your wallet. Show me your wallet. Show me your wallet.
Hello to you. Anybody else that might be lurking or slithering in the background, hi to you. Hope you're well, maybe. But for those that aren't slithering, hope you're well. And Darren Graham Photography, evening there, how are you? Tut, we need a new tune for Jim. We do need a new tune for Jim. Dom says, in too bad a mood even to suggest it, really fucked off today. Don't worry, I'm the same. But I have my reasons. I'm in a foul mood and I'm trying to be very positive about it. So we're all good. Let's go, shall we? Let's get on the way. So, we need to.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Let's get the jetways American can do us today. Alright, jetway complete. No, I forgot about the door being open. God damn it. Oh, that's noisy. Lynn coming up with 10 months as a member to the OnlyFans Club. Thank you for your... That is super loud. How do I get rid of that? Oh my god. What is this? How? Oh my god. Oh my god, that's loud. What am I... What's causing that noise? Apart from planes, don't say that. Jesus Christ. Why is that so much louder? Yeah, thank you for the continued support, Lynn. Thank you so much. Wayne, as well, coming up with 8 months in the membership. Thank you so much for your continued support, saying, where has time gone? Many, snake bites along the way. Darren says, shut that door. I can't shut the door. I'm supposed to be boarding passengers. But it is fucking noisy. I don't understand why.
You need to set parking brakes to request ground services.
Fuck off. They are parked. They are set. What are you on about?
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Right, let's request boarding.
Requested.
Oh! Okay, so it's a 737 causing that noise. Oh, thank God for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Sweet Jesus, thank you. Right. So we've requested boarding. We're also
This
going to
parking is
request
the waterboard crew. Passengers boarding starting.
catering from Chelsea. Oh, okay. So it looks like we don't have passengers, because that looks like that's going up quite quickly, which is ideal for us. So let's go and sort out our aeroplane.
Catering vehicles are on their way.
Battery on. It's going to be pretty standard from what I remember. So external power on as well. APU, and I believe it's also going to be nav, seat belts. Yes. Fuel. Oh God, no! God, no! 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 It's too noisy. Stop! 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 What's causing the noise? Go away. Why is it so much louder? Like, please get the passengers on so we can shut the door. It's too noisy. What's causing the noise? Can't see what's actually causing that noise. Whatever it is, it's annoying. This is what I love about the flight sim. It does not. It's not like proper true. Because our left door is open, it would not be this noisy. It's not deafening like it is right now. Thank God for that. Right. Holy shit. Firing Travels, evening to you. Hope you are well. Dogwood congratulating Wayne on the 8 months and Lynn on the 10. Brian. Who's Brian? Brandon says Ryanair telling me how much CO2 I save them flying from Dublin on the Max. Well, I got to fly there to be able to depart there. Duh. Wayne says, big question, who has snow? We do. It's now frozen. Great. Did an audition for Dancing on Ice, putting the bins out. Did you get through? Did you make it through to the next round? Or did they eliminate you? Although, fun story, I fell out the back of a Luton van today and, bruised my wrist. Wouldn't be November without an injury. Right at the end, I did so well as well. Never mind. Flight director's on. Let's go back to the top. I'm gonna double check here. I'm pretty sure that's everything. There's only 3 things. Okay. We don't need the beacon. That's fine. Apparently, we don't need fuel either, but that would make no sense. Don't think we need anti-ice. I shouldn't think we need anti-ice. Not in Miami. No, it's 27 degrees. Why would you need it? 18 degrees as well in New Orleans as well. It should be ideal. Is it clear? It's not clear. Should be in for an interesting landing as well. Over. Noise! Why are you so loud? Fuck off. So, yes. I believe we are pretty much good to go. So we're just waiting for passengers to be boarded. While we wait, let me show you let me show you. So I showed the group chat last night. I was testing this, and I am super happy because it means we've got some interesting routes to come. Let me show you. 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 Oh shoot! Where is it? Hang on. No. No. Stop with the noise, please. It's not realistic. It's not realistic. Is it that one? It's that one. I'll wait for the noise. Oh my god, what's taxiing behind us? And why is it so loud? Oh, it's there. There it is. I see it. I see it. I'll answer some of the questions first before we go actually into the thing. Also, if you left a like on the previous stream, please leave a like on this one. And more importantly, if you're thinking about super chatting this evening, I wouldn't, because what YouTube is going to do, YouTube's going to flag me for the song that we played in tribute. Yes, YouTube, it's a tribute song. Let me have this one, please. But I know you're not going to. Obviously the Pogues and everything else. So YouTube's going to flag that. So if you are going to do any super chats or anything else, I urge you, for this stream in particular, because I won't receive them otherwise, in this stream in particular, to do it via Ko-fi, which is linked at the top of the chat. Otherwise YouTube will not let me have any super chats, because they will flag me up for this, and I'm not muting the segment, purely out of a tribute for Shane McGowan. Yes, absolutely. Brandon, spot on. 100%. 100%. There's so much noise happening, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I want to be able to show something off, but I can't because we're boarding pastures and everything seems to be so noisy. Why are we so noisy? Right, we've got a short taxi out to runway 27, which is our takeoff runway today. Please please don't be noisy. Why is that so amplified? Right, we'll go for this for the minute. Let me show you our brand new toy. So you know how we've been flying the 767, and it's always been, I think it's like General Electric engines as well, or Pratt and Whitney engines. You know, like we've been flying, what we've been flying recently. What was the last 767 flight we did? Brain fart now. What was the last 767 flight we did? It's literally on the tip of my tongue. What was it? Oh, for God's sake. Somebody? Anyone? I can't bloody think. What is it? What was the last 767 flight we did? Boom, there it is. Thank you. Iceland to Copenhagen. So you know how we normally fly when the 767, we normally fly Pratt & Whitney or General Electric engines, right? There's one more variant that hasn't seen the light of day on the flight sim. Until now. Introducing, of course, the Rolls-Royce version of the 767. Tested it last night. Sounds a little iffy. However, it's a brand new aeroplane for us that we can use as well on classic British Airways short-haul routes. Not just British Airways, of course. I hear you say, is that the only British Airways that... I'm going to turn this noise down because it's getting on my nerves. Is that the only British Airways 767 livery that seems to come with that? Oh no, 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 because you've also got Landor too. Landor livery. So, we can do some classic BA 767 routes, especially within the UK. Could be interesting. So we've got the Rolls-Royce version of the 767. Comes with Qantas Eastern, China Yunnan, British Airways. Who's the others? Can't think. But there you go. So that's what we can do. So we can do something like shuttle runs from Heathrow up to Scotland, or I think there was a classic back in the day of Manchester to New York or something with the British Airways 767. There are some options. Right. So boarding's done. Let's get back into the cockpit. Let's shut that door.
This parking is too small for your aircraft.
Peace and quiet at last. I love it. Right. We are good to go. So yeah, British Airways 767. Obviously not just the British Airways one, but the Rolls-Royce 767.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Exciting stuff. I'm going to test it over the weekend and maybe bring it to a stream next week. Twat. So yeah, should be pretty good to do that one. Like I said, the noises are not brilliant on it. They are far from brilliant on it, but it does look and fly quite nicely, so it should be all right. Bernice Thompson, hello to you.
Checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Hope you are well. Welcome along to the stream. So if you've got any routes for British Airways 767 that you want us to do, let me know. Manchester to New York sounds pretty good fun. It's not even English, is it? Sounds like fun. That's the best way of putting it. Düsseldorf would be good. Heathrow to Düsseldorf. Where else do they fly them to? Amsterdam. Where else? Barcelona, Madrid. Could be interesting. Very interesting.
Locking gear.
Alright, wait for pushback. So remember, these are not GE90 engines. These are Rolls-Royce Trent 7? Oh, is that right? Is it Trent 7s? Sure, it's Trent 7s. One of you knowledgeable lot will probably tell me. Oh shit. Alright, there we go. So let's get our pushback ready. Let's beautiful chrome livery. Check that out. That's awesome. Looking forward to this one.
Exiting from
Release
editing
parking
mode.
brakes.
This is going to be good. Alright, releasing the parking brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Right, I'm going to put the sound all the way up and see what it sounds like to start this baby up. Let's go. Fucking hell.
set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Wait till you hear the growl.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
That's a new voice. I've not heard that one before.
Unlocking gear.
So interestingly, it doesn't bellow as much. But if I put the power up a bit.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
There you go. There's your Rolls-Royce Trent engines. Hopefully you heard that. So we're just waiting for the dude to give us a wave, and then we're good for taxi. Atlas Air's come in. In fact, was that triple? No, was that 744? It is 744. It's just landed the opposite way than what we're taking off on. That's going to be interesting. There's the wave, meaning we are good to go. So, runway turn light on, taxi light on. Parking brake off. Don't know if my chat's working. Top messages on. All messages, please. Yes, not sure if you heard that, but you'll hear it more on the takeoff. Let's get taxiing to runway 27. Here we go. Beautiful. Lord knows we love a growler. Um, 737. You are parked in such a way that is not ideal. That's not ideal. I did not have time either this evening to download, obviously, scenery for Miami Airport or New Orleans Airport, so we are scenery-less this evening, but nonetheless it should still look relatively decent. Evil Spirit sat at the gate next to that, JetBlue next to that, Southwest next to that, American. Carl Crawford, evening to you. Hope you are well. I've seen you've put us on the big telly, so hello to you. Hope you are well. Thanks for joining us this eve for what should be a terrific flight over to New Orleans. He says, "All good, thanks, Tom. Hope you're well." I'm trying to keep positive. Remember that snappy mood from not yesterday? When was it? Tuesday. Snappy mood I was on about. Yeah, it hasn't subsided yet. So what runway is that there? Here's the aeroplane for today. Beautiful chrome American 777. Well, runway 27. We are right here. Ideal. In that case, we can. Oh, actually, let's not line up there. But what we will do is we'll set the flaps ready for takeoff. We can go to 5 degrees. And of course it's Rolls-Royce, not General Electric. So once we're up in the air, once we've taken off, I'll take you to the outside so you can hear the engines for yourselves. Let me know what you think. We've got a few liveries for this particular model, including Emirates, Kenya, others. Right, here we go. So, landing lights on. Strobe lights on. Do we? Why do I feel like there's something coming in? The opposite way. Why is it coming in the opposite way? There is something coming in. What's go? Oh my god. Uh-oh. Whoa! Bang. It's like watching someone else land. Is that a Dreamliner? Once that Dreamliner vacates, strobe's on. Where's he going? Because once he's off, we'll take off. So I'm gonna mute myself, put the sound up, enjoy the sounds of the Rolls-Royce 777. Let's go to New Orleans. Let's go. There you go. Beautiful Rolls-Royce sounding. Give some more of it. Yeah, beautiful. Just looking for that banking shot. I feel like it's coming. Stunning. Look at that, look. Just waiting for that banking shot. Once it starts to bank, then I can get the screenshot. Should be on its way. Well, it's not banked yet. Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Beautiful, a little bit of a bank there, ideal. Now we're on our way. Gorgeous, look at that, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right, let's get the plane to where it needs to be. Alright, let's go for it. Let's go for some music. Okay, so dilemma for Dom. Dom says, right, so I could use some advice. People not sure who to ask, but you're all av geeks, so probably the best to ask. I'm basically racking my brain to improve my video reviews and trip reports. So I would like to ask, for those of you that watch such videos, what is it you look for in them most? Honesty is probably the key thing, I think, for a lot of like trip reports and stuff like that. I think honesty is like very important. honesty, enthusiasm. I think realistically, I think if you're doing a trip report, you want to kind of showcase the airline and the airport that you've been from. Like, show it off. Give us a reason why we need to fly it. Show us why we need to fly that airline that you're flying on. If it's Hawaiian or whatever else, like, show it off as to why we need to fly the airline you are telling us about. Or, on the flip side to that, why we shouldn't fly with that and showcase it. Show it off. That's probably the best way of doing it. It's really cold. David, evening to you. Hope you are well. Trust you're all surviving the Arctic chill. Just about. Dom says thanks, and what's people's takes on the takeoff and landing? Show all, show partially, show briefly, with music, without music. Always without. Don't put music over the takeoff. Show it from, show it from spool up, and then 4 or 5 seconds after takeoff. That would be my best sort of advice to you. So literally the moment it starts to spool up, that's when the clip should start. And when you're 4 or 5 seconds in the air, when the airplane's at a very decent height after takeoff, that's when it should then have music over it and then transition to the next thing. Or transition, sorry, to the next clip. That's how I would do it if it was me. An idea he had, economy versus business class, same video or different videos. It's a tricky one, that one. I'd say the same and compare side by side. So you could almost have, if you're going to do it in the same video, you could do it like, do your economy bit and then do like a swipe transition over to the economy, then swipe to business, and make it known at the bottom of the screen that that's what you're doing. So it's the same video but 2 different reviews. I think that could work. So if you put at the bottom of the screen like economy, then you talk about the economy, and then all of a sudden a swipe thing comes in there like whoosh, and then the next bit of that is the business class, and then make it known at the bottom of the screen it's business, then the comparisons way up against each other. So essentially what you're doing is you're doing a dumbed down version of a trip report, but you're doing it with 2 different variations of flying, business and economy. So therefore it's 2 different reviews, but you're also reviewing the same thing at different times. So the same, so one that, say for example comfort, comfort for economy, and then when you go onto the business side of it, you keep it in categories almost. From comfort, you then go straight across, like swipe with the noise, because that's always a good thing. Swipe with the noise, and then into business, and then do your review. Keep them the same sort of length, and then a bit of a music transition with like whatever, I don't know, airport movement, whatever. Then go into the next segment. Fuck, should have done that. Yeah, then go into the next segment, and I think you're on to a winner. Just trying to think how that would work with what with taking takeoff and landing from the different airports. I don't think that matters. I don't think that matters because you're not there to rate the airport, are you? You're reviewing economy and you're also reviewing business. Doesn't matter where you are. Surely it doesn't matter where you are if you're reviewing business and economy. As long as it's in the description of the video to say business was filmed on such and economy was filmed on such and such route. I don't think it matters too much because people want to see the product. People aren't too fussed about where you're taking off from. If someone's sitting there deciding, you know, say it's like Carl or David or Brandon sitting there going, I really want to fly with, I don't know, let's use the airline for tonight, American. But I don't know whether to fly their economy or whether to fly their business class. They're not going to worry too much about the fact that you're flying from Dallas in one video and you're also then flying from New York in another video. Like, I don't think that matters too much. I think for what people want, it will be literally, they just want to, look at that, that's nice. That's awesome. They just want to know about the product. They want to know what's more comfortable, what food is better, what yeah, they want to know about the food, they want to know about, like, you know, comfort, entertainment, you know, seat sizes, leg room, that sort of thing, you know. Hopefully that helps. Dave says you could even do carriers compared head-to-head with a like-for-like scoring. Spreadsheet it. Rate it out of 100%, how you feel that it would work, especially if you were doing that sort of thing, especially like, you know, economy class for each airline. You rate it out of 100, you show your spreadsheet at the end of the video to see where they are in the standings. Then you ask people that are watching it, if you don't agree, put it in the comments. Jim and I are on the same yes, Jim and I are on the same wavelength there. It works. It's like crossing over. Jim will know. Jim will know this one. This will probably only fall for Jim. This won't fall for anybody else. But if you watch Wrestle Talk, right, Jim, you know that when they do a review of a pay-per-view or a Raw or a SmackDown, they rate it out of 100% and then put it into a spreadsheet and then they show you at the end of it. Because then you can see the progress and you can see how much of a difference there is in the different airlines that you're reviewing. So you do like the airline, the percentage, one good point, one bad point, and then show it off at the end of each video as you add to it more and more. Right, have we got? No, we don't. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Jim knows it. Jim knows exactly what I'm on about. Okay, so here's what's about to happen. Bearing in mind, we're only an hour away. Apparently, we're only an hour away from thingy. Other airlines that, by the way, we've got the liveries for the Rolls-Royce version. It's British Airways, Emirates, British Airways, Emirates, Kenya, American, Delta. I feel like I might need to bring up the developer thingy, but I don't want to. Yeah, got quite a few other things as well. Hello? What's that? Oh, right. It's cold, leave me alone. Steve, good to see you. Says, bloody hell, Tom, I thought you were the robber from Home Alone. Should we have a look? Well, that one? Surely not. No, rubbish. Rubbish. It's cold and I've worn this hat all, like, literally all day. Like a younger Marv. Thanks, Steve. Hope you're well. Thanks for taking the time to pop in. Okay, so what I need from you is, and there's no way for me to look at this either, which is annoying. What we got? Well, actually, I'll tell you what. Let me have a look here first. Hang on. Hey. Okay. So I'm looking for, at the moment, I'm looking at the routes for tomorrow. Got a feeling I might have to buy one. Or a couple. Steve has also sent me I mean, thanks. I mean, to be honest, Steve, I've been called worse, so I'll take it. I'm called a lot worse. Okay. We'll do a poll for the train sim world for streams tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can put as much detail as I can. Then we have okay, here we go. So here's your choices for tomorrow. Into the poll now. You've got the Isle of Wight Class 484, which I believe is Ride to Shanklin. Los Angeles to Lancaster on the F125. Peterborough to Doncaster on the LNER. Now the Bakerloo line, London Underground. Of course, if there is time for these, they will have the return service as well. But I need to know, please, which one you'd like to see tomorrow. Dom says thank you for suggestions. People giving me real food for thought. Been racking my brain for days on how to improve my content through more diverse creativity. Thanks all. That's what we're here for, Dom. We are a wonderful community. We will help you out and help anybody out as much as we can. So an hour remains on this flight to New Orleans. Brandon, what did you pick? Well, I'll take that into consideration. Yeah, what'd you pick? So I know Dogwood was asking for London Underground. Wayne was asking for LNER. Jim says Los Angeles to Lancaster. That's one hell of a train journey. It must be some length of a tunnel from that one. You know what I mean. That poll will continue until the night is out. So we'll see what happens. So how was everyone's day today? Let me know what you got up to. And of course the vital and the most important question ever for anyone to ask. What did you have for your tea? Because you're not getting monetized on this video anyway, is it worth playing more Christmas songs? It may very well be worth playing Christmas songs. So if you're so if anyone's wondering about that comment, we played the Pogues at the beginning of the stream. Now what YouTube will do is once I'm finished with the stream, YouTube will flag it up and be like, this video can't be monetized because we're wankers, right? So that's what will happen. So if anybody does decide they want to contribute to the channel this evening, link in the chat is the best way to do it, because it means I will get it. If you super chat anything tonight, I will not get it because YouTube will stop that from happening on this channel. At least for this video anyway, so I will not get it. So if anyone wants to donate anything this evening, do it via the link that's in the chat, top of the chat. Through Ko-fi. Must have PayPal to do so, of course. Alright, let's see what you got. Jim says, I voted for the LA one. No idea why, because American trains are so bloody slow. The route there, yeah, I'm not going to say the route. We'll wait and see what happens with the voting. And I'll tell you exactly what the route times are and everything else afterwards. After we are done. Okay, food-wise. Carl went for spicy lamb meatballs and a French stick. Oh my god, and melted cheese. Yeah, that's the picture. Very nice. Dogwood says, can't be bothered this evening, so went to KFC after defrosting the car. Very nice. Lynn's back after a phone call. Welcome back. Wayne says, double cheeseburger topped with bacon and mushrooms with wedges. Very good. Brandon had a good day, only had 2 lessons, one at 9. The other at bloody 2:25 for tea. I had creamy chicken sliced with Christmas-themed potatoes and curly fries. Very good. Dom says chicken, the blandest on my diet dinner ever, making me angry. But dropped the waist size. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with I'll say Chinese then. Nothing wrong with chicken. Eat chicken all day. I had jacket potatoes and southern fried chicken strips for my tea. I fucking love southern fried chicken strips. Absolutely love it. I can eat it for as I can literally live off of Southern fried chicken strips. I really, really could. Also, I've had new driver updates today, and by driver updates I mean computer driver updates. Look at how smooth we are. Look at this. This is nice. I wonder if it's the same for the Build 320 Neo on the beta. Who knows? But this is nice. Look at the smooth transitions. Beautiful. Not bad. Chicken breast with nothing. No, as in I'd eat like southern fried chicken is like my absolute favourite. 100% it's my absolute favourite. Has not the A320 been pulled for some reason? What do you mean? Dom, if that's a reference to a video, a fish and a rice cake, and then for lunch I had a fish and a rice cake, and then for my snack I had fish and a rice cake. Yeah, I knew it. That video is so funny. And then for my tea, I also had a fish and a rice cake. I'd have fish, no rice cake. Then I'd have a rice cake with no fish. And then for my lunch, I'd have a fish and a rice cake. Bland as anything. What are you on about? Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, Brandon, YouTube. I play it, but I can't be bothered. Literally, YouTube it, and you'll know exactly what we mean. It's a bloke who goes for his diets, like his dietary stuff. And he's always like, this morning when I woke up, I had fish and a rice cake, and then as mid-morning snack, I had rice cake with no fish. That's interesting. Most importantly, have you tried a pie roll yet? No, I've put it on my list of things to do. I might try it at the weekend, and I might do it on stream as well. We'll see. Carl says, I'm sure I read something somewhere that they've pulled the A320 from the beta for the time being. Interesting. Have they really? Right, here we go. Ooh. Oh, wow. Okay. Jim, thank you. Jim's found it. Oh, it makes me happy, but it also makes me very sad at the same time. But it makes me more happy because Captain Fuckwit has decided that he's going to do a flight with that on Sunday. Oh, he's in for a shock. Yes, get in there. Bring it on. I'm annoyed. Well, I can understand their reasoning why. If you watch the stream, Tuesday? When did we do these? Tuesday, wasn't it? So, on the Tuesday, you saw that the instruments froze. You saw that we had no lights, no flaps, no anything else. And we were nosediving to the ground. So that does not surprise me that any builds are to rework their 320 Neo. It needs a bit of work done to it. But it generally does not surprise me. But in a way it does, because I expect better from any builds. Okay, so so I'm going to so that is fine. With that being taken off, we'll still use the stock version of the A320 Neo. I can't say that I can't say I had the issue of crashing to desktop. However, a lot of people are reporting the issues that we had on Tuesday, which was the displays and everything freezing, which is what happened. Which is why we also then nosedived towards the ground. It doesn't surprise me. It does surprise me. David says, breaking news, Avanti West Coast launch a new Los Angeles to Lancaster service. It's 5,240 mile journey. It takes 4.5 days, but due to the delay we pay, compensation scheme is always free. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So I think well, I'm not going to mention when, because I'd like to keep certain people in there. See, now that's going to annoy me, because I'm at work tomorrow and I want to hear the reaction. Someone's going to have to take one for the team tomorrow. Who wants to do that? Who wants to take one for the team tomorrow? Who's able to take one for the team tomorrow? I want to hear the reaction. Brandon says, I'm sorry, but the 9:15 service to London Gatwick calling at Holy has been cancelled. Working tomorrow. Ah, damn. That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll stick with the stock 320 Neo until the Ini Builds one is back on the market. That's fine. Alright, here's the plane. Beautiful, beautiful cruise with the American 777 in the chrome livery. Beautiful. Loving the Rolls-Royce version already. Can't you get the fly-by-wire one? The problem is I don't mind the stock version of it, because we've added a load of things to it, and I would now have to re-add it to the fly-by-wire one. So I'd rather stick with the stock version, if I'm honest. Try and keep things nice and simple. Obviously, once the Ini Build ones comes out again, then it'll be absolutely fine. But until then, we'll stick with the stock version. And of course, we haven't done the Phoenix 320 for a while, so we'll also have that as well. Oh, excuse me. Friday tomorrow, everybody. Friday. As Rebecca Black once said, it's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. And it's the first. Yes, so from tomorrow, or maybe when we're done here, we'll put the Christmas stuff up. And by Christmas stuff, I mean changing of the logo and the backgrounds and everything else. It'll all get a nice Christmassy look for December. Dom says Friday's weather forecast, get pished. Lynn says advent calendars from tomorrow, kids are excited. Any adults watching? I mean, there's plenty of them, of course. Do adults still have advent calendars? Let me know. Let me know if you have an advent calendar, like yourself. Have you got one? Dom's got a whiskey one. Good lad. I think I know the one you're on about as well. Carl says, yes, it's called the Christmas chocolate tub. Well, rather than helping yourself to one, you help yourself to a tub. Handful a day. Handful a day keeps doctors away. Lynn says I bought one for me this year. Haven't for years, so decided to. Very good. Brandon says I say put them up now. It's the 1st of December in Tokyo. It's not a bad shout to be fair. In fact, I could do. Should we go for it? Should we go for it midstream? Midstream will change everything. Ta-da! I've just revealed it to everybody and I've not given it the grandest of things. Oh, that's dangerous. There you go. There's a Christmas theme already. The logo's been changed. David says, I think Love Honey do one. Ask Jack about it. He'll keep you right. Jingle balls and all that. There you go. New Christmas logo for the... Oh, hang on. New Christmas logo down there. There you go. The logo for this year. For Christmas. So I'm thinking about potentially releasing that as like a Christmas jumper, but would anyone actually be interested in buying that? If I put that logo out as a Christmas jumper, would anyone fancy that or no? Because I'm not doing it if no one wants it. Brandon says apparently there is a an R66 coming to the flight simulator. Is that the by Christmas jumper, Carl? I mean like a sweatshirt rather than like, you know, the standard like woolly Christmas jumpers. Do you know what I mean? Like a sweatshirt, that kind of jumper, but with like the logo on the front of it. Oh, that's not it. What's the R66 then? Oh, helicopter. Interesting. I'd like them to do, personally, I'd like them to do a the Airbus H175 helicopter. That's a lovely helicopter, commonly seen at Riyadh as well. It's been there for the last 2 years. It's a beautiful helicopter, one of the newest ones from Airbus. Because otherwise I won't bother releasing a Christmas jumper. I've kind of gone off the idea of like merch now. You can see I've not promoted merch at all over the last God knows how long. I'm off the idea of it. So I don't know whether to completely shut the shop down now or just keep it up and running. I don't know. God almighty. Okay. So, at the moment, Peterborough to Doncaster on the LNER is winning 40%, then LA to Lancaster F125, 30%, Bakerloo Line London Underground, 20%, and then Isle of Wight Class 484 on 10%. If you haven't voted, make sure you do for tomorrow's train sim stream. Beautiful. Loving that. A lot of things I need to change. I'm going to change a few things in the new year, I think. What I've decided to do. I'm going to change a few things on the channel. Whoa! How long ago was that? Oh, get out, really? Holy shit. No way. Not that this means much to a lot of people, but I can't believe 10 years ago I met Charlie XCX for the first time. Whoa. Goodness me. Jim says, did you get those optional indicators on that Audi, Wayne? And do you know how to use them, importantly? Wayne may also very well get his wish. He's been asking for the LNER, Peterborough to Doncaster route on the sim, train sim. And he may very well be getting his wish. Unless, of course, those that haven't voted decide to vote and change their mind. But so far, the LNER service is is the one we are going for tomorrow. Carl says the LNER is a good route, to be honest. I have no doubts that it is. I think each one are going to be quite interesting from what I can remember from Train Sim World 2, I think it was. I'm sure it was Train Sim World 2. So, the next few days are going to produce some very interesting streams. We, of course, have Train Sim World tomorrow. Saturday, of course, we have the ITA A330 Neo flight from Rome to Delhi. So we've got that to do. Sunday is, of course, Model Mania with myself and Wayne. Yeah, Wayne, I'm more worried the twat who smashed into the side me go-karting yesterday and they drive. Translator, please. Excuse me. Lovely. Cruising along nicely. Jim says this comes from a guy with no license but shunted buses during 2014 Glasgow Commonwealth Games and decided to boot it around the yard with a cleaner upstairs with a mop and bucket. All I heard from upstairs was, Jim, you effing C. My feet are wringing wet, you bastard. Guess you ran like hell after parking up. The joys of work. Good work, mates. Wayne half asleep. Too tired to care. It means, though, I do still know where snooze button is, Brandon. Just saying. He knows where the sleep button is. I haven't used it for a while, but he knows where it is. Okay, so we're talking about driving lessons and stuff like that. Okay, interesting stuff. Brian says, can't drive yet, only turned 17 a few months ago, applied for the provisional, but delivery has taken ages. Once it arrives, I can drive my dad's car with him in the passenger seat. No better feeling than when you drive the car for the first time. Carl says, past second time, First examiner was a Karen. Oh, we don't like a Karen. David says 4 lessons then passed, but I've been driving around a farm in an old Volkswagen Passat since the age of 9. Wayne says I passed second attempt, failed on my first for being too cautious behind a tractor of all things. Bloody bastards. David says no power steering, but it had 2 cushions, so I could see out. I failed my theory test 3 times and passed my practical test first time. And the first car that I learnt to drive in was a old Mercedes, and it was an automatic. Jim never sat a lesson, but much like David, driving buses around the local company's yard since around 8 and 9, when my mum was a bus clippy. Very nice. Wayne says, what was everyone's first car? I'll tell you what, let me grab Google because I'll kick things off with mine. Providing I can find it. Not as in my old car, as in like the oh. See if I can find an actual picture that's similar. That's kind of similar. That'll do. Okay, so here's the first car that I owned. Let's put it up here. Are you ready? There you go. That's not the exact car. It was a different colour as well. But the very old school Vauxhall Corsa was my first car. So yeah, that was mine. Carl coming up with Citroen Grand C4 Picasso. Citroen Grand C4 Picasso. Oh. Okay, Carl, importantly, what year was that? What year was this one? That's going to be the important one. A Skoda skipped behind it. Oh yeah. Done me well, and then I blew the engine up. Because silly me at the time didn't realise that cars needed oil and water to work, basically. 2012 says Carl. Let's have a look. 2012. Ooh, look at that. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so this would have been the shape of what Carl had. Let's go for it. Here we go. Here's what Carl had as his first car. Citroen Grand T4 Picasso. We will go for Lynn with the 1991 Ford Fiesta. Oh, the old classic. Yeah, the old classic shape. Nice. A classic. I'll give it that. It's a classic. Nice. Okay, here's Lynn. Lynn's first car. Might just zoom all the way out again. I don't. Lynn's first car, 1991 Ford Fiesta. These aren't the exact cars, obviously, that they had, but this is just giving you an idea for the shape. Right, what else have we got? Brandon says TDL Top Gear coming soon. Dom's was 2002 Ford Fiesta Green. 2002. Okay, yeah. I see it. What was the doors on it? 4-door. Is that the one? I don't know if that is the one. Yeah, classic, says Wayne for Lynn's car there. Brandon's asking, is it Brandon? Yeah, what year did everybody pass? I passed in 2012? I think. Rob Brown, good to see you. Hope you are well. Welcome along. We are 116 nautical miles out, which means the car talk will have to wait because we are about to descend down into New Orleans. So let's descend down to 16,000 feet. Let's get a bit of a good descent going. Bring the speed down to 270. Speed brake can come on to help us out. Here you go. Here's the plane. If you're joining us and wondering what it looks like, there you go. Rolls-Royce powered 777 with the real sounds. Should be an interesting landing for sure. This is a make you feel old section. David passed in 1989. Goodness me, I wasn't even born then. If you haven't voted in the poll, of course, remember you are voting for the Train Sim World route tomorrow. Peterborough to Donny is currently leading the way yet again. after a draw. It's now winning and leading the way. Rob Brown passed 14th of February 2000. Wayne passed in 2004. Carl also passed in 2012. It was the first thing I did when I moved to the southwest was learn to drive, because apparently around here you do need to learn to drive because nothing is close like it is in London. So it's the first thing you 100% need to do when you're down here is literally learn to drive. Rob passes HGV Class 2 in July 2007. Then passed in 1991. Still wasn't born then either. Still wasn't born then. It is one of those, making us making people feel old. Sorry everyone. I blame Brandon. Brandon was the one that asked it. So we continue our descent down to New Orleans. We'll be going in on a runway 11 when we get there. Hopefully should have a decent 777 landing. If you missed it earlier, I mentioned about a new plane that, well, I say new plane, but it's a new variation of plane that we have this this on the sim. I'm about to show you if I can remember where I will. Is it there? Yeah, that's right. We're looking to do some interesting stuff with this one. Sounds are not great, I will say that, but we're not here for the nitty gritty, must make sure it looks like this and sounds like this, etc. Where if it's able to fly, then we'll use it. Here you go. Coming up. There we go. So yeah, so if you missed it earlier, we've now got the Rolls-Royce version of the 767 on the flight sim. So we'll use that for some classic British Airways ops. But not just that livery, we also have it in Landor 2. There you go. So we've got it in Landor livery as well. Going to test it out at some point, and then we'll bring it to the stream. Oh god, no. As we descend down 82 miles, or nautical miles, out. We are still descending through 22,000 feet. Wayne says, still haven't got my dream car. I will when I turn 40. When you turn 40. When I turn 40. Hopefully, insurance won't kill me by then. And Wayne's dream car is an Impreza 3rd generation Impreza. Rob Brown did a crash course with AA driving school. Work put me through it. Always wondered why they call it a crash course. Somewhat ironic. It's getting close in the polls. Bakerloo line, London Underground now 13%, and then joint second. Isle of Wight, class 484, and Los Angeles to Lancaster F125 on 27%. Peterborough to Donny on the LNER is still out on 33%. Few votes in it. When Tom turns 40. No, when Wayne turns 40. Just, you know what he's like. Beautiful, and it's smooth at the moment, which is good news. We're on the new drivers that we've downloaded before playing this evening, and it is handling very well. Very impressed. Wayne says if money was no object, Ford Escort RS Cosworth with shelf-style spoiler in dark metallic blue, reliving his youth there. Very nice. You understand all this car talk, and it's going to make me end up having to buy something like Gran Turismo or something. It's better. Needed that. Brandon's off. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for the train sim. So, very quick reminder: if you're part of our Christmas project, make sure you get your clips through to Brandon by the weekend at least. So maintaining 16,000 feet, speed brakes can come back up. I'm impressed with the smoothness of this at the moment, with the drivers and everything else performing very well. Good to see. Yeah, jacket for Wayne, please. Taxi for Wayne, please. Alright, going to continue our descent down. We're going to go down to... we should go for 9,000. And get us down to 250 knots. Speed brakes can come back on again. Bang on 50% to help us with the speed. So 35 nautical miles remaining before we touch down at New Orleans. Wang Wang. Wang Wang. Wang Wang. Close enough. Jim says, coming back from St. Neots on National Express, November 2016, we got stuck on the motorway, dozed off as we sat under a flyover, woke up and muttered quickly, 40 winks. Bloke across from me said, nah mate, 2 hours. 2 hours. If you have enjoyed the stream so far, or at least this evening, do feel free to hit the like button. It helps the channel out immensely. Rather than doing it via YouTube, I know I've mentioned it a couple times before, and it hasn't really happened. After the stream, I will schedule the stream for tomorrow. Then I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the group on Facebook, the Departure Lounge community channel. And if anybody has a song to recommend, or a song that you want to hear at the beginning of the stream, I'll post it in the group, and yeah, you can get your suggestions in, and we'll go from there. Some interesting choices that came up already, but I think it was quite suitable for us to play the Pogues' Fairy Tale of New York after the news today of Shane MacGowan passing away. So our thoughts are with family and friends and everyone else. Dom, no. I've already said at the beginning of the stream, no. Just once, play old Shep. In fact, no. You know the conditions to play old Shep. That's what I'll tell you. That you already know the conditions. If you want to hear it, you know exactly what you need to do. Wayne says, so tired I feel like mine has left the building, although I don't think it was ever in the building. Bojo just entered the chat. Sorry. I can't help it. Just the poshness comes out. I'm not posh at all. That's the weird thing about it is I'm not posh. You will hate when I choose to enact them. You know I'll end up challenging you and I'll just be like, put your money where your mouth is. But there you go. Bojo's entered the chat. Yeah, I know. Bojo's entered the chat. Sorry. Can't help it sometimes. I have no control over it. It just happens. Zilch. Nada. No control. Excuse me. Oh, we're going with runway 11. Sorry, forgive me. Not runway 29. It's runway 11. In New Orleans. Forgive me. Forgive me. I didn't mean it. Forgive me. Right, naval base below us. Alvin Calendarfield. Very nice. The local update as well for USA is obviously kicking in as well because New Orleans is looking fantastically modelled here. It's looking very well. Very well modelled. No idea if that's exactly what it looks like, but I imagine because of the update it is. That's where we're looking for. We are looking directly straight ahead, and I think New Orleans Airport is like around here. So we are getting close. Getting very, very close. I like the American flights, and by American I mean America flights. Something quite different about them. I don't know if it's just like the vast variety that you have. I quite enjoy them. Right, going to gradually go down to 5,000 feet. Speed brakes are still deployed. Tom never been right since he stood on an electrical box, caused a few short circuits. Thanks, dude. You know what that means as well. Shots have been fired. Considering I fell out the back of a lorry, van again today as well. Yeah, fell out the back of a Luton van today. I completely missed my step on the tailgate, or the tail lift, and yeah, went straight down, straight down. Luckily, no broken bones. No, this time. It's always November. I injured myself last November by breaking my elbow. Didn't do anything this time around, so we're all good. There is the airport, right there. There you go, and we're going in onto this runway here. So there is New Orleans. Do British Airways fly there still? Asking for a friend. Why do you always break shit at Luton? Very good. Very good. Like a sack of potatoes. I'd say more like a sack of shit, if anything. There you go. Yeah, just a bruise, just a small bruise on my wrist from landing on the concrete, but otherwise all good. Let's take ourselves down to 3,000 feet as we begin. To set the airplane up for arrival. Music's going to go off. We're going to initialize flaps to start by putting in the first lot of flaps. So obviously help us slow down. We're going to go for the speed brakes back up, and we'll go for another notch of flaps. I do miss this livery, I must admit. So, I mean, like I say, we've always had the we've always flown the GE90 777. What do we think of the Rolls-Royce version? I think it's pretty decent. I think it's pretty good. Looks pretty awesome as we begin our turn for what is essentially our loop around. So we're going to bring that speed right down to 170 to start. We're going to go for some more flaps. We're going to get the landing lights on. I'm going to go into full screen. Make sure you get your landing predictions in as well. As in landing predictions, as in the landing rating prediction. What number do you think it'll be tonight? Whether there's a blame, there's a claim. I think the only person to blame was literally myself. I was the only one to blame for that. Right, so your numbers. Carl says 226, Wayne 178, Lynn with a 134. She's feeling very generous this evening by hoping for a very good landing. Jim 210. Did you put it in the accident book? Well, it was, well, not really, no. It was more of like a just a thing. Like, it was fine. Don't think I needed to, really. Dogwood 190. David Bow 187. Landing, about 5 on the Richter scale. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. That's not what I meant. Landing the plane, not my fall. Thank you. We're actually in some rain at the moment. Wayne and Lynn, do not encourage him, please. Thank you. telling you, he's so much different when you're actually like on camera with him. Behind a keyboard, he's just an arse. And the worst thing is, he knows he is. He knows he's an arse. Wayne says, big question, was it recorded there? £250 missed if not done. Is that even still going? He's brave. He is. He's very brave. Is Rob. Stupid, but brave. Landing predictions depends if you bend your legs. Bloody hell. Where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah, no thank you. Don't know where we're going here. We'll take control. David, landing prediction, arse. For God's sake. Jesus Christ. Roast your host hour underway, I see. Well, apparently it is. Yeah. You can all go fuck yourselves. Bit of oomph, here we go. On the bright side, Tom comes cheap now. He's fallen on the back of a truck. What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean I come cheap? In what way do I come cheap? Not cheap at all. Not a cheap date. I'm telling you that now. Tell you that for love nor money. What's that meant to mean? Genuinely intrigued. Right, looks like we're in for a little bit of a sketchy landing here. Things that normally fall off the back of trucks normally mean the cheap to buy knocked off Delboy. Oh right, Thanks. Thanks. I'm still not cheap. Dom says, this is how we know Tom definitely a Boeing man with his landings going Boeing, Boeing, Boeing. Very good. Very good. It's a good thing I can take a joke. Alright, here we go. We're on final. David says, I think people have successfully escaped prison by falling off trucks. It looks like Tom has been kidnapped tonight and replaced by said criminal. It's cold. Shut up. It's cold. You know it's cold for me because I wear hats. I don't normally wear hats. But that's how I know it's cold, because I'm wearing a hat. And I haven't taken it off like all day. Rob says, see, it's not just me roasting the host with No, everyone's getting in now, but you're like the worst one for it, because you instigate it. You start, everyone else follows. They're like sheep. Bastards. A lot of you. I've got no idea if this plane is going to dip its nose. I'm hoping it dips its nose. I don't think it will. But boy, do I hope it dips its nose. If not, this could be interesting. Right. Let's get the landing going. Did I say landing or replay? Definitely get the replay going. For sure. I'm not convinced that nose is going to dip, you know. Need to get out of this cloud, I know that much. Where's this weather come from? There we go.
2500.
Runway is in sight. Good stuff. We're all good. Needed to get out of the cloud, and we did. Just kicked up, but something hitting the ground. David says, welcome to the Departure Lounge podcast with tonight's guest host, the human cannibal. Very good, very funny. Very funny. Aircraft's correcting itself, which is good. Hopefully that nose begins to dip. Any time now would be nice. I'm not convinced. Can we set the auto brake? We'll go auto brake 2. Yeah, do you know what? Nose ain't dipping. We'll take it. Auto throttle off. Fine. Feeling happy and out on plenty of support here. Oh, fucking delighted. Absolutely fucking delighted. Chuffed. Chuffed to bits. Okay, here we go. Let's get down at New Orleans. Fighting a bit of crosswind here. Yep, fine. Constantly adjusting here. Ooh, fuck me. Okay, reverse is on. Let the aircraft roll. Very interesting landing, that one. Not sure what to make of it. But we'll have a look in a second. Let's just get off the runway here. Welcome along to New Orleans. Let's get off the runway. Get those flaps retracted. Let's get ourselves a gate. We'll try to.
The chosen position is too small for your aircraft.
That's fine. Let's get the replay off. What was the landing then? Was it? I didn't think it was that bad. But alright. Okay. It didn't feel that bad to me, but yeah, okay. Landing lights and strobe off. Will we all have to go and drink some bourbon now? You can do what you like. Do what you like. Oh, apart from that truck that's just... What's he done there? Alright, let's go follow the truck. I think the Sim's behaved quite nicely tonight. I will give it that. It has behaved very nicely on the new driver update. Very, very happy with that. Carl says, Jack driving again, I see. At least he's not cooking. That's the main thing. Don says, softest landing you've had today at least. Oh, for God's sake. You ever get those moments where you wish you hadn't said anything? Because I get them quite a lot at the moment. Oh, David, someone just fell out the back of that truck. What kind of idiot would do something like that? I get them all the time, usually when words leave my mouth. Yeah, kind of knowing how you're feeling right now. Can't say anything without getting ridiculed. But it's all good. We're all here to have a little bit of fun. Not take things too seriously. Yeah, I honestly didn't think it was that bad a landing, but according to Valanta,
thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights arrived on time. We hope you enjoyed yours, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Ryanair. Low fares, made simple.
It's okay. It's fine though. Wasn't too dreadful. But like I said, let me know what you think of the 777-200 ER Rolls-Royce version. We'll do some more flights with it at some point. We plan on long hauling with this as well with British Airways. In fact, I plan on long hauling with British Airways full stop, but not sure where yet. Christmas cast with my volunteers tomorrow. Let's see if I can glue myself to, says Wayne. Where's the truck going? Oh, I see. We're going here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New Orleans. Hope you enjoyed the flight tonight. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you. Do not leave any of your shit on board. We will sell it on eBay if we have to. Wherever you're flying from, or flying to, or where you're travelling to next, we hope you don't have an accident. That would be terrible. and we look forward to seeing you flying with us again soon. Don't forget the vote. Oh yes, can't forget the vote. So the vote at the moment, oh my gosh, oh wow, okay, the vote. This is interesting. Okay, so the vote at the moment stands. We need one more vote to declare it. Bakerloo line, London Underground, 18%. Then Los Angeles to Lancaster, 24%. But in a draw at the moment, Peterborough to to Doncaster, and the Isle of Wight, Class 84, both at 29%. We've got a draw. We've got a draw. So I'll leave it running. If you haven't voted yet, make sure that you do. Here was the landing rating for tonight, if I get the music back on. Let me end the flight first, that might be ideal. Review. I think it could have been a lot worse than that, but I think we're good. Where are we at? Atlanta, there you go. Minus 384%. Sorry, minus 384 feet per minute. Not dreadful. Could have been a lot worse. Okay. All that's left for me to do is to get the replay up and running. Keep an eye out for those pesky tail lifts. Thanks, David. I'll use that advice rather well. Thank you. Yep, so what's left for me to do is to give you he says the airplane from the outside, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy tomorrow. We'll be back for one of those routes, Isle of Wight or Peterborough to Doncaster. I will get a stream scheduled for one of them, but for now we'll be back around, I don't know, let's say 7:15 again tomorrow. But until then, enjoy the landing, enjoy your evening, enjoy your Friday, and I'll see you tomorrow for some more simulator action. Take care everyone, and good night.